dear Lord, did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe? And right before this happened? That wasn't very nice. You know, it's enough that you pick on me, Tevye. You bless him with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. But what have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things get a little too quiet up there, you'll say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my good friend Tevye?
Oh, so you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He got invited to the blacksmith for Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We have the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. You made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bit rich, idle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down. And one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with the chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each lack will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum. If I were a bitty rich, idle man, I see my wife, my daughter, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in. Screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to mourn on me. They will ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Reb Tevye, pardon me, Reb Tevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan? If I were a wealthy man. I know, Reb Mortar, my horse had a little accident.
Tell you forgot the rabbi's order.
I know, Reb Mendel.
Tell me you forgot my order for Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
The rabbi's pretty mad. Exactly.
Terrible news! There's terrible news in the outside world, just terrible!
What is it? What does it say?
In a village called Rizhanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the
May
authorities.
the authorities start itching in places they can't reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? You stand around and curse and chatter all day and do nothing. You will all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student at the university there.
Aha, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
Yeah, it's where I learned that there's more to life than talk. You have to know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, you spit in the air and it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't be blind to the outside.
He's right.
If he's right and he's right, they can't both be right.
You know what? You are also right.
He's right. He is still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Tevye. Good Sabbath.
Tevye, the rabbi's order. My cheese.
Ah, yes. So, you're from Kiev, Reb...
Herchik.
So you're a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David said, I am slow of tongue and slow of speech.
Moses also said that.
You know, for a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot. Yeah, Perchik, have a piece.
I have no money, and I'm no beggar.
Here, it's a blessing for me to give.
Very well, for your sake.
Thank you. You know, it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals. One day their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have any children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
They should learn. Girls are people too.
Ironical.
I can open their minds to great thoughts. teach them amazing things.
What great thoughts.
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
Rev Burchett, I'm a very poor man. Food for lessons, good. Stay with us for the Sabbath. We don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but somewhere in there there's something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.